Hello everyone, it's Anita again and thank you for being here. So today I started my regimen. I came back to meditating quite early because I discovered a few weeks ago that this is actually one of the most productive times for me, especially, it's quiet in the house and I can focus on myself. And I can also focus on what I'm going to talk about today. And there were many topics fleeting through my head when I was meditating, which is always useful. So, one of the things I wanted to talk about is frequency. For all of you that don't know about the topic of frequency so much, especially connected to quantum field and quantum physics and what have you, everything that is around us vibrates at a certain frequency. And when you connect to quantum field while meditating, meaning you forget who you are, you forget where you came from, you basically dissolve your identity in order to unify yourself with this unifying field that actually joins everything around you. Well, when you think of it, the unifying field is basically particles, electrons that are vibrating next to each other, and everything is kind of connected. If you think of it, we just like fish in the ocean basically, but we don't really realize it, because when we function only in this three-dimension reality, we have this illusion that everything is separate. I am here, you are there. But when you close your eyes and you forget about who you are and where you came from, that's actually when you kind of connect to everything at the same time. Of course, it's sometimes not easy. You do have intrusive thoughts while doing this process, but I think it's worth it. And I had a revelation, in a sense, when I was doing this meditation today. I thought of something I already knew and I already understood logically, and in a way it wasn't something completely new to me, but I had a realization that now that I am connected to everything and everyone and what have you, I can actually, technically speaking, in this field there are my own versions functioning at the same time. I can't really see them, I can't really decipher which way I should go to meet them, but theoretically speaking, a better version of myself is somewhere out there. So it means that I have a kind of a potential that I can strive to in this 3D reality, because that better me already exists somewhere in this field. So it's not impossible to actually achieve that better version. And what is useful to do in the quantum is actually to tune into the frequency of that person and start feeling as if that person. So you don't really visualize it so much. You're more like trying to feel your way through it. And once I got it, I did a second meditation, and in that second meditation I was just focusing on what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna tune into that version of myself. And since I got back from week-long event with Joe Dispenza, I often have those energy going through my body. I sometimes have kind of like convulsions or shakes, and if someone doesn't understand what's happening, they would probably say that I'm possessed. Anyway, once the shaking kind of subside, I felt that bliss going through my body. And I can tell you, this is really not a bad way to start your day. And when I was on a week long, I actually asked the energy. The energy was crazy on that event, but I got a download explaining why I am shaking, and it was explained to me that, well, think of it like a journey in an airplane. So when you fly from one destination to the other, you are on the airplane, it takes some time, and you know, when turbulences happen, once you travel, you kind of shake in that airplane, but that shaking sensation that you feel is nothing more than just tuning in to a different frequency. And since then, I'm not really bothered by the shakes anymore, because I know that this is something that I do to tune into that different frequency. So I hope you find it useful, and I hope to see you next time. So take care of yourselves, do the work, meditate, and see what happens. Bye-bye.